I shouldn't do this. But after a warm-up, I'm going to max out my bullet chess rating on chess.com. Dayton, you're using an engine. You're not the exception, as you say you are. Yes, I am. I guess it's technically possible to cheat in any time control, though I don't know how one would cheat in bullet chess. It'd be a pain in the ass. There's no way you could cheat in a minute. There's no way. So now just take the pawn, Dayton. Take the pawn. It's free pawn. Free pawns are good. You'll be targeting another pawn. Though removing that check thread is actually kind of interesting. So now I don't have this idea. Likely going queen B. Faster time controls, I rarely say the actual, I'm going to call it coordinates. I don't have time. My brain knows, especially there's only one legitimate option. There's only one legitimate option on the file. I don't say the number. Got other shit to worry about. Pin and the queen. Yeah, okay. So that was a bad decision on your part. Because now you can't take it. Okay. Yeah, interesting. Interesting way or idea to fight, but you're still fucked. All right, if I could get, oh man, everybody respond to Zumi. If I could get an unrated, just so I can see it again. And those fucking ads are going to drive me insane. Okay. Man, I don't know if I'm fast enough. We're going to find out. I hate those ads a lot. Yeah, it's different. Boy, that was intense. Okay. Let's not do that anymore. Yeah, we're going to review it. Fine. I said flashbacks. It's kind of like a person struggling with real addiction. I mean, any addiction can be real. What am I talking about? I'm just going to try it once. I just had a bad breakup. I just lost my job, whatever, hardship. I just need a little hit. And then you start to do it and you remember why you work so hard to stop. Oh my gosh. My heart, my head. I figured I'm quite a bit better than 2000 on chess.com now, though. I got up to like 2140 something on Lichess, and I wasn't struggling much. I really haven't had a session on Lichess where I rested and I got deliberate with my bullet chess, which is how you beat people in bullet chess. It's not necessarily to be better than them at chess. You know, most people who, I hate to say this, most people who play bullet chess online have a problem. And they know it. We know it, guys and girls. So they played a lot just in that day, probably. One game a day or one game, then a break or a walk. You come back fresh and you beat a lot of people in bullet chess. But I haven't had that session on Lichess. That's how I got my bullet chess to where it was at, with a few manic exceptions on chess.com. Really slow down. And when I caught myself rushing, if I didn't already ruin my rating or if I was getting lucky, but I realized bad habits were taking over, I would stop, reset. And if I did that on Lichess, I'd probably be closer to 2200. Big win there. I'm in the top 30,000. I've done way too much. Way too much. But hey, looks good. Looks good. Whew. I don't even have one though. Oh, I already used it. That's right. I get it. I'm a sucker. And those ads really did mess with my mind, so I probably will end up renewing it. It's a problem. It's a bad problem. That's important. And that's where this is a different level of bullet chess. That's not hard with time to spot. I mean, mainly why I can't take there. But in bullet chess, when it gets into close quarters, like I doubt white is better. It looks bad from a human perspective. I doubt white is better. Yeah, black's a little bit better. But I can mess around and get mated. So with 30 seconds to figure it out, I mean, it's not that impressive, but it's not that easy either. And then I'm already seeing this bishop's going to want to come here just because I've played enough online chess. And to free up my knight, we'll really need to be looking at this pawn push, separating the knight from the f8 square. And if that happens, that's kind of why I was wanting to get my rook there. And just a little bit of human nature. It's not like these are professional athletes that have really worked on their nerves. Okay, so of course a better move, just take the freaking pawn, because you can't do anything to me. But that's just a mating pattern that looks scary. It's in bullet chess, you just see your king being cornered, but it's not a problem when you have time to think about it. But human nature, the opponent was attacking, even though, as I mentioned, black was slightly better. It felt uncomfortable. So now you think you're in good shape, and obviously you can't trade that. It's not a very good bullet player. Even if you make the wrong moves in bullet or blitz, just don't do something you know is going to lose you the game. Don't panic and just lose. But the opponent was attacking, white was attacking, or it felt like it. Then suddenly you realize you're not, and a lot of pieces went off the board. Shake your hand is probably a little bit flustered. I don't know enough about any online opponent to get a feel for their nerves or which parts of their game are strong. A lot of people might have nerves, but if they have time to reset or go for a walk, they'll be able to control it for one game. In bullet chess, you just don't have time to reset. And athletes at this level, I'm sure at the top level, they've spent thousands of hours just training their mind for speed chess. The best speed chess players in the world that play in speed chess championships on chess.com and over the board blitz, I know they have worked without a chessboard just on their nerves, their clock management. In football, I think it was in Covey's book, The Habits of Highly Successful People, a quarterback, might have been the author's son, had a wristband, and every time he made a bad play or a bad decision, threw a bad pass, made a bad read, he would snap a wristband or a rubber band like, hey, it's over. I have to reset my brain. And even the best athletes, Peyton Manning's human. He's made mistakes, of course. So I guarantee you grandmasters, especially those who are really good at speed chess, and not all grandmasters are as good at speed chess as they are at classical. Gukesh is the most notable example. I believe Sam Shanklin is just good at speed chess, but nothing compared to his longer time controllability. So especially in speed chess, the best in the world have to have routines and have to have worked with a mental coach to very quickly do what I just mentioned in much more complicated positions, because the top level, it just gets that way. They're not going to trade shit and just blow the game. Okay. I had an attack. It's over. I got to reset. I can't do what that opponent just did. Just panic and give the game away. We'll look at that when the time comes. Who just joined? Breaking myth. Are you the same myth I busted a few streams ago? Seriously. Some hecklers have duplicate accounts. I can't hide from you bastards. It's weird. It's a weird universe. I called this stream maxing out my bullet rating, but I'm just going to take my win and run. I am curious now. So if I were to play another game, just see what it would do. So now do you have a better feel for my rating? I'm going to abort this. I hate being this person, but so now it's still plus 18, yeah. Huh. Figured it would go down quite a bit. I'm not playing anymore. I just wanted to see what I got for a win versus loss after I played one to refresh my account in Bullet. Plus 10, okay. Yeah. I've got till 2026. Let the hype build. Plus 7, okay, so that's still fresh. And when was the last time I played that time control? So it's treating it just like if I were playing every day. And my last rapid rated game was rated. rated was April, so that's over. We're over 2 months, so 3 months is maybe when it starts to screw with the rating or the points I'll gain or lose. Blitz was a little bit more, but I didn't pay attention to the opponent's rating. Yeah, so about 2 months too. And then Bullet, before I just played that one, it was December. So a long ass time ago. 6 months. So it takes at least 3 months to really loosen up. Probably more. It's good to know. To me, Bullet rating is the best. I'm getting my ass kicked. Is the best indicator of over the board potential, and I'll explain why I think this. Oh, I wasn't sharing my screen because I didn't reshare. Until at least 2000 online, a very intelligent person could just play a lot. Take Tyler 1. Intelligent, has no clue how to play chess. Got to 1900 without too much trouble. Now, he was a psychopath about it in terms of his volume, but he didn't really learn how to play chess. Tactics were good, has absolutely no knowledge of opening theory, and he has negative knowledge on opening theory. The cow is a joke. Moo, moo. In-game technique, he has 0. But respectable online rating. Because he can think through things. That's why his puzzle rating is so high, though it's suspiciously high. He can think through it. He has time to think through it. If you give him time, he's fine. Even against a title player, he'll lose. I would lose. But with time to think, we could give him some problems. It wouldn't be obvious to beat us. I'm talking a low end, like candidate master. Still a really good player. They're going to beat us, but it's not going to be dominant to the outside world. A real chess player would know I'm getting my ass kicked because there's different ways to lose in chess. But a really, really casual player would think it's close. Now, in speed chess online, it's quick decisions. It's instincts. It's not, oh, that looks good, but wait, let me talk myself out of it. I see what I should actually do. It is instincts. It is how good does a person defend? A lot of games are won or lost in speed chess online at the lower levels based on who defends their king. We're all going to mess up. Can you stall it out? How do you stall it out? Oh, well, that's interesting. He figured out on accident, rooks are not good defensive pieces. We'd rather have a rook than a knight, but when defending, a rook will take 2 moves to become a defensive resource, to switch its purpose, often. Whereas a knight, in 1 move, can switch its purpose, or still accomplish the same purpose, attacking and defending. And the knights are more unpredictable to newer players. So, wow, on accident, with no training, Dayton is, or whatever chess player, has figured out to recognize the time or give myself a certain number. So let's say 10 seconds. And if you wanted to really just play above your rating online, you would have systems like the following. At 10 seconds with this much material on the board. So that might be cheating. I don't know. Have someone counting the material. And when you have, let's say, an advantage of 3 material, and there is, 20 total material on the board, but you have an advantage of 3. Someone says advantage. And then you begin switching your play to stall. You're stalling out the game now. And then you'll eventually reach a tier where they can attack you and finish you off, even at a deficit if you just try to retreat. But that level is not for intermediates to worry about. It's way above you, like my level or a little below maybe. So with systems like that, you could play a lot above your rating. So at 10 seconds, like I said, advantage. The material is true. Just your parameters are true. Whatever you set. Have to be pretty self-aware. And then if you see an obvious opportunity, you'll have a checklist, kind of like a quarterback going through the reads in football. You have a rook. You're under attack. Your rook is defending. If you can give the rook away and one of the knights is attacking, do it. Give your rook for the knight. It's a bad trade, but now the opponent has to figure out a mating pattern. There might still be one, but until you hit that tier where they're figuring it out after you threw off their plan by giving away your rook, you don't worry about it. You keep fucking giving them the rook. At a certain time remaining. And though that might develop some bad habits, you're basically just kind of band-aiding the problem. The problem being you need to learn how to play chess properly and react quicker. Yeah, it might develop some bad habits, but there might be some benefits too. Mainly, you are being very creative, and you're forcing yourself to really understand your competition. And when you look that deeply, about the time it would take to actually get 100 points better in Bullet once you reach, say, 1,700 on chess.com, is so much more than it would take to just do what I'm doing, which is understand how you're losing, look at the mistakes, what part of the games most of the mistakes happen, how many moves is the opponent making on average in the first 40 seconds. You could really get detailed about it, and I haven't gone this far. And just start writing out, like at different increments of the game. If there's more material, if your king is safe and you can figure out how you want to define that, you have to switch your mindset. And that would lead to more games won on time. In Bullet, your accuracy could absolutely be lower and you could still win a lot of games. And when you actually went to break those habits, those bad habits you're developing just to kind of win Bullet games without being very good at chess, you might have developed some advantages in your analysis and your ability to adjust, switch playing styles that would suit the athlete in the long run. I don't know. But in Bullet chess, that's the main thing I've noticed is you got a rook. It's not very good at defending. And a lot of opponents at my level or a little below even, if they have an idea, like they'll figure out the mate if nothing changes. Like if you're just defending and getting suffocated slowly, they'll figure it out. If you throw them a curveball, they have to reset. And my level, we're good enough to do that, but not in Bullet. In Bullet chess, if you're at a plateau, every time you can, give your rook away to get an enemy knight. It'll boost you a little bit. And it's an unfamiliar mating pattern. I would say many practice with minor pieces. You know how a knight works with a bishop. But now go figure out a rook and bishop. It's just a totally different thought process that most in Bullet are going to struggle to adapt to quickly because they don't expect that to happen. Okay, let's look at my daily games. So let's go here. And then here. Oh, man. Obi-Wan Kenobi, what's up, man? Good to see you again. Captain Kirk from Belgium. Usually trying to get syrup. Try not to get syrup on the mouse because Captain Kirk likes waffles. Why would you be so incompetent, so grossly incompetent? I'm sorry. I'm playing my friends now. Sorry, I talked some major shit. I didn't mean that, Kurt. Psychological thing. I need it. Okay, so the better move would be here. Okay, so let's do it right. Let's actually get better at chess. Here, then here, then here. You have no checks, and then I'm threatening stuff. Here, then here. So when you go there, okay, so then it forces you to use your rook first. Because if you don't, I'll go here. I'll separate it. Then you'll have to go there. Well, let's think about this. So here, take there. So let's go here, because then you kind of take that with your bishop then, don't you? Yeah, so here, bishop. Well, your rook can't take, because then I will have your bishop. I don't want to go there, because then you can use your rook. Basically, I want to leave my king that option if the rook checks. Then your rook can't check. I just say the pawn, right? Seems good. It's here, here. Then you'd have to go something like there. You have to go there or there. And then if the bishop takes, I'm going there to separate them. And then that would threaten, of course, your pawn. You could play here, but then I have checks. So that's a good move, because the bishop can't take. I'll separate. If here, I'll win that pawn. That's fine. And here you can't do that. So I'll have your rook, so that should be fine. Good job, Max. Max is going to get me. I hope. Well, he's on the ball. Okay, so if I go here, 1, that's got to be the right move. Here, there, then I'll use that. I have that covered. The queen takes, which you probably should. I'll just go here. And I'll be in good shape, right? Do that or there. Oh, no, because then yeah, okay. We got our bullet rating up a little bit. Rook takes. Okay. Yeah, 'cause your rooks are in line. You can. Yeah, not necessary. It's gonna make a great YouTube video. Oh, I got 4 viewers. Hey, I need challenges, guys. I need challenges. I'm gonna go let my dog go to the bathroom. If I don't have challenges, I'm logging off. All right. Losing my Hans Niemann in the meantime. Even if you don't like him, I don't know that I like him. I've never met him. You got to root for him. There's no reason to not root for that winner. Be right back. Let's go, Nova. What's that? Yeah, not as fast as you. Well, maybe as fast as you. Not as accurate, though. Yeah. You can come inspect my phone booth. There's no foul play. You want to interview me? Hold that thought. I got a few voicemails to check. No, it's not that I respect Ali Reza more than you. I mean, he's younger. But overall, I agree. You're much more accomplished, especially in speed chess. I just want to hear his offer. I'll get back to you. Yeah. I figured it would take at least a day, but apparently word has already gotten around to Hikaru Nakamura congratulating me on my speed accomplishments. Bro, where are you? See, this is why I cannot be a streamer. I don't know how they do it, but I do see how their ratings all plummet when they start streaming. Where are you? Where are you? What are you, freaking 5-year-old? Maybe. Who knows? You don't know anything about these people. I'm just here to document my online games so no one can accuse me of cheating. I mean, just a whole lot of alone time with my puppy. I sit in here, I cry, I hit things, but now with my puppy in here. No, with the daycare, you know I hit these fucking walls. Okay, I don't have any rated challenges or unrated challenges. NBA stars and chess legends take Vegas. Is Derrick Rose actually any good at chess, though? I've yet to find a professional athlete that's really any good. They just kind of use it to supplement their training for their sport, which is respectable. But one of these guys, I don't know who it's going to be, is going to retire and go crazy with chess and get well over 2,000 online. My guess would be someone like Joey Votto, who has attended a club or has a club nearby. You gotta have some instruction over the board, and then you need to be taking it back to online. But somebody's got to get 2,000 type good. I haven't even seen. Maybe there was 1,600 in one of these events. It wasn't an NFL blitz. I feel like somebody had a pretty good rating, but I've definitely never seen over 1,600. And I can't even remember who that was. So not impressed so far. So does he actually play chess? So if you think chess is popular, Derek, well, that's not Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose isn't a white Chinese kid. What is this? Oh, Turkey. God, I'm an idiot. That looks about right. Hasn't played in 3 years. You'd think he'd be playing in the last 3 years, though, if you're this into it. No, white people can't play chess now? White people can't play chess? Chess has always been a cult following in the black urban community, and the majority of basketball players come from those communities. Well, yeah, because of reverse racism. That's the only reason there's more black people than white in the NBA. It's got nothing to do with our lack of explosiveness relative to athletes like Derrick Rose. 40 times the stopwatch has just been malfunctioning for the past 3 decades. Otherwise, I'd be in the freaking NFL. I don't appreciate it, guys. Yep. Are any of them decent? Chess.com ought to pull a list of all the famous people that are on their platform and play regularly. I personally don't think it's cool. It's good that they do it. It's not going to grow their game, though. Maybe I'm biased. but no way. Is this real? Is he this good? Is this his real account? He would have so many more than 271 views. Who are you? There's no way Giannis is an expert level chess athlete. There's no way. And he's playing Bullet in what free time? Surely not. Nah, if he was that good, there would be all kinds of notoriety. Where does it come from? Okay, Giannis is not from the Philippines. I hate when people do that. And that's why chess gets sketchy online. Who knows the truth? But in my opinion, fans or mainstream will just know that Luka Doncic plays chess. Okay, cool. Our favorite basketball player plays chess. Let's watch him maybe once a year. But it doesn't necessarily make anyone feel like they should play chess or could play chess too. See, that should be banned. Letting titled players use big names should be banned because it's those little things that make people think they can cheat. It's like, oh, this isn't serious enough. I'll just be Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic. Yeah, fine. Haha. But it makes online chess seem fake. Yeah, that IM is apparently not a fan. I've even gotten so frustrated that I've told myself I would only play online, or I mean online Bullet, because it's going to be real tough to cheat. So I don't know who that is. But the chances of Giannis being a top 30,000? Yeah, 15,000th player in the world. Yeah, I doubt it. That'd be unreal. Hey, what's his name though? So these kids have done it since they were freaking little. Every road. Yeah, the chances of you, Miss Rose Atwell, knowing anything about poison, it's not good. Every rose has its thorn. The night has its dawn. Just like every cowboy. Oh, see, I don't like the freestyle stuff. I would never play freestyle chess. Certainly wouldn't be to my advantage. Look how much these freaking kids play, though. It's absurd. Like that's where an adult is never going to be able to realistically do that. So she's been playing it since, and probably pretty serious. I bet she climbed quick. Yeah, to get that good, you got to have some coaching or parents with some money from the get-go. Yeah, so age 9 and under. 2017, playing seriously all the freaking time. I guarantee she had a coach. So 8 years she's been playing. She was 9 then, so she's at least 16 now. So it's at this kid, which is one of the better kids. 8 years to become basically an international master. And it is kind of fun to look at where they were at in like 4 years and stuff. And this is a player who is literally would be blindfolded on multiple boards. Okay, so 2017, you were unrated. And in 2019, so in 2 years, you were already 1865. That's pretty impressive. She's 16. And this is going to be, it's going to come off wrong. Not really, man. I just kind of, no, racism in sport, that just means that black men happen to be a lot faster than white men on average. It's not racist. These coaches don't want to get fired. But every pretty intelligent chess athlete who started young, had access to good coaching / parents with some money to get them good coaches and pay tournament entries, etc., that they pretty much get really good. Of course, the ones who struggle a lot, I guess they might quit. But the amount of athletes who reach really, really good ranks is so high. It makes me think if decently intelligent adults were able to put the same time and energy into it, we wouldn't be that far behind the really good kids. Like she's really good. She's not Alice Lee or Carissa Yip good. She's not even in that tier close to them, but she's really good. So could an adult in that amount of time get equally good? I don't know. Chess isn't a sport that it makes sense to try for most people. So what's she rated in the world? She's ranked 39th in the world of girls under 21. That's globally, okay. Yeah. So our FIDE rating is 2257. See, so she's really good. She's not the very, very best of her age. Pretty philosophical, though, evidently. Yeah, so she doesn't play on here. See, they're not wasting their time on online chess, I guarantee you. Why is everyone playing that 960 bullcrap? I just need to know. I'm the type of person I have to know it's possible for an adult to get pretty good. So we're going to find out. At least one more year. That's how I feel about life, about chess.